Hi, Angel. I have been in deep prayer and meditation and just really asking to receive the past few days. I just really got that there are several people in my collective that really need messages. And so I just followed that energy, and I have been getting a lot of synchronicities, messages, all kinds of signs and different things. And so I've been scripting over the past few days, and I just want to read y'all what I've gotten and just kind of go off the cuff. I've done a few pre-pulls with the tarot, but I really was just guided to share with y'all what I wrote down and just kind of let it flow. So bear with me. And not all of these are really making sense to me, but I trust that they are for y'all because that is what I asked for. And in truth, I just really needed to put myself to the side. I'm still really struggling with the grief of losing my dog, and what is really helping me is just being in my purpose and being there for y'all and providing messages. So I'm just going to read y'all what I wrote and kind of go off the cuff, and I really hope that it resonates. Please do let me know in the comments, and let's just see together where this goes, okay? Okay, so I wrote down, what is luck? We talk about luck on our channel a lot, but it is very spiritual. And luck is just really where preparation meets opportunity. So someone in my collective is really embodying that energy. And for me, what I got from that is that something is about to really come to fruition for you. And something about threes is coming through like all the time, like everywhere I look, on a license plate, on the clock, wherever. And like, I do not try. All these angel numbers, they stalk me, okay? So I don't typically pick up on timing because timing is so fluid and tricky when it comes to the timing of others and the timelines of others. But I really am getting kind of a 3-day mark or something in threes for you. So please do let me know. But someone in my collective is about to experience real luck, which again, essentially is just the preparation that you have put in is about to meet an opportunity. So this will likely come through either social media or some kind of delivered message to you. You might even like just meet someone randomly, but preparation is about to meet opportunity. So let's move on. So the next message that I got was ditch the good girl act. I don't know who that is for, but ditch the good girl act. And that doesn't mean, lose your beautiful sweetheart. It really, what I'm getting is just something about boundaries that needs to be worked on a little bit more, and it is truly out of love, and maybe that is simply more of a lesson in self-love for you, right? So the next one that I got is, y'all know that I am a medium as well, and I'm still working on that because it really is a lot to keep yourself open to that. But there was a girl that I met on a plane a few months ago, and I was going to visit my gram, and her dad had just passed away, and she was going for an interview. She wasn't with her man anymore and had small children as well. And she just really needed a message. And her dad came through to me and he just asked me to tell her to stay on track. And I haven't heard from her since, you know, and I usually do this when I travel. I meet people that need messages when I travel. And it's just something that has happened to me my whole life. And she reached out to me yesterday and wrote me this beautiful long message that I can't tell you how much it meant to me. But she told me that she is almost done with her education, about to finish her test that she was needing, that she got like a voucher for like I think a year to live off of. Like her company is paying for her like to live like every single month, like including her children. And she mentioned the message that I gave her from her dad, and it just like I just started bawling, you know, because that really helps me too, to know that I'm doing the right thing for people, you know, when I give these messages. And so the reason why I am repeating this story is because there is someone out there who needs to know that their loved one has not gone anywhere. You know, I know that we are told that we have to live without our loved ones, like we have to go on living, but the truth is we just have to live with them in a different way. So, for example, you know how dogs can't see color in the same way? It's the same thing, that just because dogs can't see that color doesn't mean it's not there, right? So it's actually the exact same thing. And I even met with a neighbor of mine just over the weekend, and he really needed a message from his mom, who had passed on over a year ago. And I haven't seen him in probably 2 years. And she just came through really strong and asked me to tell him that, you know, she is always on his right side when he feels that squeeze. And she brought through some like inner child healing and things like that. And I won't get into it, but my point is that they haven't gone anywhere, and that they are closer than ever. It's just in a different way. And just because you can't see them doesn't mean that they're not right there, right? Okay, so that was the other thing. And then the other thing that needed to come through was someone who is really connected to Yeshua or Jesus or whatever you call him. So I was woken up about 3 a.m. and my phone was right next to me. And for some reason, this YouTube video just popped up on my phone, and I was like dead in the middle of sleep. And I've never watched this guy on YouTube before either. And he was showing this video, excuse me, of a woman who was sharing this story where she really needed a message from God in 3 days. She was like, God, you have 3 days. So that might be significant to someone. If you have asked God for 3 days, then this is your message. And I'm not going to get into the details because it's very personal for that woman, but I think there's just a broader message here where what she wanted to get across was, if you are needing your Red Sea moment, right? Where like you need God to like part the Red Sea for you, and you need him to take control. He is going to get you across. Like, he can make it work. So that was the message for someone that needs to hear it. And I have been seeing 333 everywhere. Like, every time I look at the clock and on license plates and everything. And y'all, I do not look for these things. Angel numbers truly stalk my life on a daily basis. And it's really for y'all, okay? And I ask for that because this is just what I'm supposed to do, okay? So bear with me. So if you've been seeing 333, again, that is your message. If you're getting woken up at 3 in the morning, that is your message as well. Just if you're seeing 3s on license plates or anything like that, then this is your message. And I also got another message for someone who is really struggling in their environment. And I'm getting that this may be work or your living environment, family, I'm hearing as well. But this was a barometer of truth for you. I'm getting that you are so empathetic that you really were going to struggle to get there on your own. And so they're saying that you just kind of had to be pushed to this point because your heart is so big. And like my heart is like thumping right now. It's like bursting. It's like hot right now. So you needed a barometer of your own truth. That's what I just heard. So that's kind of why you had to be pushed to that point. It was really for your benefit. And you're going to be moved to calmer waters. I'm getting relocation. You will be provided for. But you needed a barometer of truth because you're an overgiver. And they're saying that's a beautiful thing, but it does take away from your own truth. So I hope that helps. And then I got another message of someone also who calls in their own towers, who their soul almost kind of likes the mud. And I mean someone who is like the definition of the lotus flower, right? Like your soul likes the mud. Like you like to get it up out of the mud. You are not afraid to tear it down. I get that you have called in another tower for yourself and that you have really done this many times in your life and you're used to it, because if it's not your 10 of cups, then you will call in a tower. So, hold on, I'm getting a song. I think it's by Labyrinth, where he goes like, Mount Everest ain't got ish on me. 'Cause I'm on top of the world. I'm on top of the world. Yeah. I think, yeah. Actually, okay, you should like listen to that song because he talks about like, I'm not afraid to like burn it all down if it's not my 10 of cups, which is essentially like complete wish fulfillment, not just personal, but it's like the family, the community, like it's everything outside of you as well as inside of you. It is like, it's 10, right? Yeah. Okay, Mount Everest, I think by Labyrinth. That is your song. If that message is for you, you are the kind of person that calls in your own towers. You also need to speak about something, okay? Which I get is coming. So, Mount Everest ain't got ish on you. And you will call in your own towers if it's not your 10 of cups, which is, man, could we all learn something from that? So this is all I have for y'all. Let me know if y'all like this style of video. I just love y'all so much. I just so enjoy tapping into y'all. I draw the most beautiful collective ever. Like, y'all just make my heart burst. I see the sun every time I tap into y'all. And I just couldn't be more grateful. So I love you. I'm so grateful for you. I am always rooting for you, always pulling for you. And as always, I can't wait to see what you do. And again, please let me know what you think about this in the comments.